again and welcome back to New Day. Time for our entertainment segment, and as I told you, he's here with us in the studio. That's right, we got Samini with us. Good morning, bro.
Yes.
How's it going, man?
Doing good as usual.
Good stuff.
Looking very good this morning, I must add.
You celebrated your birthday recently?
That was in December.
It was in December? Okay,
yeah.
No. So what was the reason for you going to do the charity work that you did recently with Kaki and the rest?
It was AU Day, and obviously the idea of AU is Africa to unite. So I was thinking to start selling the idea to the very young ones who are coming to know that there's an AU Day, and then as they come, they will have the consciousness of one day having Africa as a nation rather than a continent with different countries. Then also to give back to society. It's a very deprived institution, which is personally run by an individual, and it's been going on for 5 years, and I think she had done awesome. I wanted the nation to know that in the capital city, somewhere in the middle, somewhere, there is still people that need help. You don't have to go to, sorry to say, my hometown to see that there are hungry kids. There are some in Accra. So the problem is bigger than we think it is.
Right, well done. Kudos to you for that one. Now, we heard that you're also going into a new venture. You're opening a restaurant.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Speaking of hungry people,
Start feeding them.
Well, after being on road for 10 solid years, actively doing music, I thought of branching to other areas, and one of the areas that really we thought of doing was having to have like our own lounge and a restaurant to host people that want to like readily access me, you know, at a go. So the idea came to have a restaurant and then later develop it into like a pub. So Amsterdam was born.
Amsterdam.
Yeah, that's the name of my place.
How did
I knew it.
Yeah.
Wicked.
Right. Ooh, I can imagine.
So just see, you know, Amsterdam, and then beat down the scale small. To Accra
standard.
Yeah, that's it. So
Amsterdam.
We're gonna have like live music and you know, good food as usual, and then that's just like your one-stop shop for anything Samini, anything high grade.
When is
it opening? Sorry.
On the 13th of June.
Okay, so that's quite soon.
Is there a particular theme that you're going with? I mean, you know, Oriental, Continental, African?
Mostly African, but then we're going to have provision for the conservatives. You know,
the fancy four.
What I say? So then we're going to cater for the brofilized squad. They're going to have their chips and fish and their you know, paninis and their stuff.
Okay, that's interesting.
But it's going to be your typical Ghana restaurant that you can have anything Ghanaian, anything local, but served on a silver platter properly for you. When you come there, you're royal. You know, and one thing also, every well-achieved musician or industry player has free food when you come there, a free plate of food and then a free drink. And then you can bring in your guests, as many people as you want, and then
free food, free drinks. Count us in.
Those ones you're going to pay for, your guests and stuff you're going to
pay.
What count us in. That my co-hosts love food. You have just bankrupt your kitchen.
You see that you're going to have to earn on merit. You know, you have to be a Reggie Rockstone or a should I say an Amachi Dede to come there.
Satawale maybe.
Yeah, an established act to come there, and then you
get free food,
and then you can bring people along. But excuse me to say, if you're one of my underground rappers, you're gonna be sharing my food with me.
Yes,
that one day, my plate
well,
I will share. But maybe the waiter no go know you where I no go day there, so it go hard small. But if I do there, you go chill.
Okay. Now you have 2 new singles out.
Yeah.
Let's talk a bit about
that. I have which one was the last one?
The one you recorded at East Legon.
Money Biz?
Yeah, I have Money Busy. You know, I did that in New Jersey while on tour last year, but I released it late last year, so it's actually more like a this year song. And then I have a few mixtape songs that I put out. I even jumped on the Wizolingo beat a few days ago and did my bidding back on it. So those who follow know. But the more serious I mean, most of the serious work and concentration has been going into Amsterdam because I'm trying to have a business. So most of the funds and stuff, I would not want to mention figures, but a lot of money has gone down into Amsterdam, and I know that we're sowing a seed that's going to eventually become a franchise. expect Amsterdam branches across the country, and maybe somewhere in the on the continent, in the different spots. Yeah,
nice one. All right, so just before we actually watch your Money Business video, football. I know you're a big fan. You're a player as well.
You're going to Brazil?
Yep.
Yeah.
Charlie, first match prediction.
I was in Germany. I was in South Africa. So me, unless Black Star don't qualify,
you're going to be there for the whole duration.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but I'll launch Amsterdam before I go. So most people will take the lead, and then I'll join them.
And Amsterdam is on the 13th.
Yeah, it's also a sports bar. Yeah. That's why I took a break.
So go watch first match for there.
Yeah.
Then no.
Me and my people go watch them, and then I'm trying to launch the sports bar during the World Cup because that's the best time to get the best traffic, and then we kick off from there. So I bet you or Amsterdam and beyond. Send me what Brazil crowd may try a Skype. Now you have 2 screens and so Amsterdam. Then people will watch at home.
Yes. Nice one.
We were doing that in East Legon, and we saw my man, the biker.
Yeah.
I said, why not grab him in there? So that video is also almost ready, and it's gonna come out pretty soon for the summer. The one with DeMarco is also ready. I know the fans know about that song, but the video never came out, so it's also coming out pretty soon. Then we're gonna get back to the music.
Okay. I know this question's been over-asked. I'm sure it's been asked about, but I mean, we haven't asked it before. We should change it. Yeah, but you know what I'm gonna ask?
I think so. Can
okay,
I? Okay, let me try and see if I got
twist
it right.
it.
Let me see if I got it. If Shatawale walked into Amsterdam,
would he get free food?
If Shatawale walked into Amsterdam, would he get a free plate of food?
Of course.
Yes.
He's a known artist, well established, that any worker in Amsterdam would readily identify him when they see him, so they know how to treat people like that. I mean,
what I was going to ask was, what is the relationship right now between the two of you? Is there a relationship?
Well, if there's ever been a relationship, I think it's the same. It's just as it's always been.
How has it always been?
We're 2 individual acts. Everybody has their camp that they control. So eventually, one camp was in the limelight for quite a long time, and then the other camp rose to where it's duly supposed to be at the right time. So now,
duly?
Yeah. Okay. I would give credit to the chap for working hard and making sure he grabbed what was due him in this industry. If you're an artist that's doing music for the masses, the industry has to pay you back, and it's obvious in what he's doing right now. So on that level, I think he's done well for himself. And then business-wise, it's good for both competition. Healthy competition. It keeps you on your toes. Makes
good
you
for business.
Have to please your fans. Have to make sure you're there. Yeah.
Have to work harder.
I mean, big up the whole dancehall scene and everybody else that's making it happen. Big up the soldiers that stood firm when it wasn't really what it's supposed to be, till it is right now, and we're ready to take it to the world. Yeah.
Who at the moment on the scene is doing it for you? Who are you feeling right now?
Like local artists in terms of dancehall.
Yeah.
In terms of dancehall, they just ended Ghana Music Awards. First saw a dancehall act become like the major act of the night, and I think it's a good achievement for the genre that we're trying to push from this side of the world. And I mean, I have done it so many times that it became monotonous. It felt like monopoly.
Yeah.
So now, if you have more people coming to that standard and beyond, I mean, I saw Bandana's video on Channel O, which never used to be the case, and the video I saw on there deserves to be on Channel O because the picture is looking good.
Right.
So then it tells you that we're growing, we're gradually developing from stage 1 to wherever we want to take things.
Just quickly, your protege, Stoneboy, he's not doing too bad for himself.
Yeah. I saw Stoneboy's Instagram picture yesterday.
In Italy?
He was in Italy.
Yeah. I think he's doing an European tour.
with the girls around him, I was like,
but he's still wearing his slippers.
Yes.
Yeah. No, they have to talk to him about it.
Yeah, I'll be summertime. You know, see they wear jogging pants. Summertime. Make Stoneboy enjoy the summer.
We love Stoneboy. We love Stoneboy. Now, Samini, you have been in the game, you've been in the industry for ages, for years. I think you just mentioned your 10th anniversary.
Yeah, it's been 10 years since Linda.
Right. Oh, Linda. You do a little bit of Linda before you go. You have to.
Now I was even the Batman.
I know. Yeah. How have you been able to sustain in the business? How have you done it? I mean, I'm sure there are other artists out there looking up to you, even up and coming, and people already in the business who want to know how to be relevant in the game. How have you been able to stay in the game for so long? And
I think it's staying focused, positive attitude towards work, just knowing how to handle yourself when you're on the job, and going all out. So And then the most obvious part of it is being blessed and being like a manifestation of Almighty's blessing. You know, I came from nowhere, from nothing to everything I have today. My area knows me. I used to carry the kose on my head and follow my mom when she has the cocoa on her head. We go around, we serve the whole area. And then when I come back and I change up and I'm going to National Theatre for Fan World, the galley and the shada, you go see
difference day.
The kose guy change up again on the next swag. So the area know. Say it was from nothing. My mom was the one that sold the wache and the cocoa in the area for the local school. So now if she did Canada, they chop snow shadows and snow flexes. She foresee that.
She deserved it.
You know, so I must say it be divine blessing.
Amen.
That plus hard work and positive attitude towards work.
Well said. Anything else you want to say before we go? I think we're out of time. Any
Thank you to everybody that supports Samini Music and the High Grade family. Big up yourself, the entire High Grade family doing the watching. Everybody else. Amsterdam is launching on the 13th of June 2014. Boy, and
then a little Linda before we go.